Right, and of course, that is Quaden Bayley there now. There are allegations that the 9-year-old may be a teenage prankster. But who exactly is Quaden Bayley? Joining me from Sydney, Australia, is correspondent and podcaster Rob Caldo. Hey, Rob, good afternoon. It's good to have you with us here on Daytime Update. Who is Quaden Bayley?
So, look, this is a case of social media going bad. Quaden Bayley is literally a 9-year-old kid with severe dwarfism that released a video of himself being bullied online. And what's happened is a US comedian raised some money to take him to Disneyland, and then the trolls of the internet have come out and basically made false accusations about him faking things and being 18 years of age and all sorts of things. But he's a 9-year-old boy. He walked onto the field at the opening of the rugby league season for the Indigenous game. He's genuine, and this is really the downside of social media. His reaction to the bullying was very, very upsetting. And I think, anyone with a child, but especially anyone with a child with a disability, the reaction to bullying is such a negative thing. And, everyone was very excited that, he was given a bit of publicity and, was encouraging parents to call out bullying and to talk to their children and things like that. But, then what happens with a bit of publicity, the trolls follow. And these awful people of the internet actually make this poor boy's life, awful.
This is the appeal that was made by the mother, Rob. The mother saying, can parents, teachers, principals all teach their children about bullying and the effects of bullying, of course, following that incident that Quaden went through on Friday?
Yeah, look, she appealed to everyone. And I think the thing how bullying's changed in recent years is that it's a 24/7 thing. It happens all the time. People, your phones are your little window to the world, and it means that if you're getting bullied, it means your bullying doesn't just take place at school, it happens all the time.
What are people saying now on social media now that the truth has actually come out? Because if you look back, as early as 2015, the mother already posted videos of him featuring on Australian television in a show called Living Black. He was still pretty much a little boy at the time. And if you look at some of the social media posting as well on Facebook, he was even posted as early as when he was a couple of months old.
Look, I think the mother's very digitally aware, but it's also a function of that he's Indigenous, and I think being Indigenous in Australia is not always easy. Racists come out, bullies are coming out of this poor child. There's no, it's all genuine. And sure, she's been on a few television shows, but you know what that's about? It's about raising awareness of dealing with Indigenous issues and dealing with, children with disabilities. And, this was a function of it. It wasn't an act. That child was in trauma. He was crying. He was not wanting to live.
Rob, appreciate your time. That's Rob Caldo there. He is our correspondent out in Australia and a podcaster as well. Let's have a look at what Twitter has now said, of course, since revelations have come out of what's actually happening in the life of Quaden Bayley. Okay, this one says, we know the truth now, so let's forget the case and continue our life. We don't need to bully him. I'm just thankful that the video of him when he was crying wasn't true. If all of this true and this turns out to be emotional explosion, it won't end well, and eventually people who absolutely need help from crowdfunding will get ignored. All right, that's some of the reaction to that story.